I'll come back. 2 workers and resources. We continue our construction projects. Our museum is done, last episode. Population continues to regrow. Filling our residential buildings. And we are building towards Hadonin. It might end in the way of during winter we will ship all of the construction parts, construction materials here. And then when the new year, when the winter ends, we bring the workers. Maybe that's what we will do. Could also build a train passenger platform and unload the workers, foreign workers here directly. I haven't thought about that very much. We could drive trains full of foreign workers directly to here. That is an option. I think we might be able to build the construction offices. Let's get those started. So we have local machinery on site. We're still going to elect the workers. We can't take any from the western border because of monetary reasons. And the eastern border is down here, which we would need to upgrade to make that fast enough to reach here, I guess. We also need to start construction of the buildings that bring or are going to bring construction materials to this area. Looks like we have a dirt road here. I don't need to upgrade this to a asphalt one, or are just going to use a dirt one. And we're going to start a bunch of construction tasks. So we can bring construction materials and machinery here and speed up construction in this area, hopefully. The workers will be the problem because of the travel distance. And we also need fuel. There will be a gas station probably here. Let's put that in place. Maybe not here. Let's put it here and forbid personal vehicles. So personal vehicles can never drive in here, and this is just for the industrial area. No personal vehicles allowed here ever. Put the sign a little bit further back so it doesn't interfere with the intersection that much. And then we're gonna bring fuel here by train. Shouldn't be too bad. Just needs to finish the road. Just needs to finish rolling. Fuel here. Distribution office. Can also start bringing resources to that and that. We'll get all of these started. Road construction can finish this road. That should be long enough to use machinery, so we don't need to worry. And yeah, the bitumen storage will construct a little bit later at some point. Let's grab the rail construction office and assign some more rail construction. They have to build to this unloading platform as well as these. Money is looking better. So we'll resume our construction tasks this year already and see if we can get to where we want to be. The shopping center and pub in this area are not visited that much. They do have range to most of the people. They can reach through this footpath down here and then it kinda peters out. So people living in these buildings would not be that well off. I'll check if one more message comes about trains waiting too long. We did send out 4 trains constructing in the same area, so there's some delays to be expected. Let's reduce the amount of sellers to 5. It should be enough. If you want culture, you have to go into town. You need a car. Or you need to watch TV. That is the other option. Distribute all of the enjoyment for culture via the TV. So we use the cinemas. We have a few unemployed, well, we have a few workers waiting on the bus platform. Let's increase the amount of workers by another click inside the TV station. We should see a sharp usage of our resources now, of the construction that I have scheduled. A bunch of resources are going to be on the road and traveling towards this area. First groundworks, which can be done by machinery, and then the resources for the building constructions. Rolling these roads. Okay. And that one. Then this area has been fully paved, and we have road access to all the construction sites. They do have to travel quite a bit, but it looks like the gas stations are just spaced out well enough where everything seems to be working okay. Speaking of gas stations, I want this one to function even if I don't have a power connection here, since we are going to start without one. So we'll drop in a small wind turbine. With a dirt road. And get that built. It's a decent amount of workers. Probably coming here by our singular bus sometimes. Yep. But also a steady supply of workers via cars. I will probably put a speed limit here. Why is the speed limit zone not working again? Because of this new road, right? Yes. There we go. Fixed. We'll remove these. And the dirt road. And probably the road clearing vehicles. Why are you driving that quickly? Wait, why is it bugged again? Okay, it lost connection, I had to replace it. Now we're back to a 30 zone. Nice and slow traffic, allowing anyone to go in and out of intersections a little bit more consistently. Should be good. All construction tasks are now finished in this area. So we can focus on earning money and maybe completing the construction tasks in Padonin. Grab the rail construction office once more. And assign that line as well. Very close. Maybe 2 more runs for that line to finish this. Could also be done in maybe 1, but not sure. And then maybe start exporting something to the west. Okay, these roads are rolling. Almost complete. After this is done, I can remove the dirt roads from this area, except the one to the cargo platform. And should still all be accessible. It's gonna take a while for the resources to get here. Thankfully the trucks for the excavators are very quick. I might have to upgrade the trucks for the paver and roller. But it's a little bit late now. Plus, saving some money is maybe a bit more important. I would have assumed there would be more shoppers in this area. $478. Maybe there are Still visiting the commercial district because of other needs, and then only in an emergency will they shop here. Could see that, I guess. Alright. You sold. You sold. You are currently on the road. So are you. But you're heading home, so you're also both sold. And I'll grab you a better open hull truck. That should make deliveries for road construction faster, way faster. Something's on fire. Oh, this warehouse. This is going to burn in a weird way again, until they call more helicopters. It's not going to be enough. Should I send some firefighters? I worry that if they send trucks, then they might not get here in time. I see. The trucks do have range. I haven't been called yet. No, more helicopters have been called. And the fire is speeding up. Well, I hope the helicopters can manage that. Looks like it's gonna be close. Way too close. This is stressful. Okay. Hopefully they'll manage to extinguish that fire. For the construction of these factory connections, we'll need our road construction office. And the rest should be doable by machines up until they need some workers. Train waiting too long. We're trying to leave. Good, fire was extinguished. I guess the railroad towards here is very long. And we haven't set up a one-way system yet. Now if we make a switch the opposite direction, we could make one-way trucks happen. Didn't leave enough room for signals here. build these. And then we can signal everything up to here as one-way tracks and then normal tracks on this side. Well, normal chain signal tracks on that side. Then it should work fine. Let's get rid of that construction task. I don't think I'll extend anything else in this area. We've been demolishing quite a bit. The amount of people living in the residential buildings looks quite good. So the increase in workforce is appreciated, and hopefully it will remain stable this time. We won't run into any problems. Traffic seems to be working okay as well. Last platform on fire. Might have sent the fire trucks. Yes, a fire truck was called. That's okay. Let's increase the amount of workers in the TV station as well. How many people do we now have here? 1,800. We had 2,500, more than 2,500 workers, I think, last time. Just a second. Okay. Okay. We're now to the point where some of these buildings can get constructed. We just need the resources. We have two more construction phases. They need the resources, they need workers. Can't do that with machinery purely. We should get these set up, we should get the construction offices set up, and then they can deliver materials to other construction jobs in the area. So these three open storages, the warehouse and construction office with trucks, I guess, would have the priority. Asphalt and concrete would happen later. Money is holding strong. Okay, 2 parking lots here got finished. Means we can relocate those vehicles into the new parking lots and then bulldoze these and set up some higher concentration of parking lots on this side, what we initially planned. Let's make sure there's no underground tunnel here that we accidentally remove. I am wondering if I should maybe use the medium ones. They are easier to place. Probably. Don't have to worry and fiddle around with like spacing too much. the road would loop around and they would hook up from this side. Now these parking lots are in the way. We'll have to relocate you. Get out of here. We'll get rid of this road and these parking lots and start hooking up these. So this... oh my god. Well, that's all the vehicles that I told to relocate into new parking lots, so... Stop sign. I have my doubt about the functionality of this. We could let them enter from this side and then drive out on that side. Come on, power plant, get some workers together. Jesus Christ. Okay, parking lots resolved themselves. And we gotta get rid of these now. So we can get rid of the roads. Okay, apparently that one is still being used by a vehicle. Over here, this might be removed. We'll have to see if the road can go through. That looks pretty good. I don't need road connections on that side. I shouldn't place those. What we want is road connections over here. Something is still using that road. It's in the way. Why won't you hook up properly? There we go. I will wait with these side roads until this whole segment is built and then hook up the individual roads for the parking lots themselves. Doesn't feel proper, like, yes, they are easier to place, but the road is not very well spaced. Oh, we can put it closer. Okay. That one's gone. Can we then also move these parking lots closer to the left? Apparently that one is not okay. Unless we remove the road first and then place it. So that one will supposedly work. That's a lot of parking. I'm concerned. I wanted to avoid four-way junctions. Now if I was going to use one-way roads, We could feed in the traffic from this side and let them exit on this side. Maybe all of this should be done with the new parking lots. The medium ones. Don't have enough space to relocate you out of the way. Ugh, so many Trabants. Let's see if it will maybe work. We'll start from this side instead. Clean up this roundabout area. We'll have traffic be able to come in here. And then when they leave, they can either go here or back into the roundabout area. So they should never intersect. Okay. So the entrance would be from this road downwards. And then they come out the other side downwards and either go here or along a road here to move over there. But they would still get in each other's way if they exit the parking lot and then decide to turn left or right. So we all need to get them moving into the same direction first, and then they turn to where they want to go. So maybe if we have a second road here for cars that don't want to go straight through. And we hook up the parking lots on that way. Similar to this. And then they can come out this side. This will be a one-way road. It will basically terminate in this area or just... yeah, it will probably just end here. I'll come out this side. Exactly the same. Into a road here. That then turns... maybe from this side. It does a turn and splits up back into this area or over here to exit this way. I guess this could loop around. No, this shouldn't. We'll get these roads built and try. And if everything works really well, maybe we can just plop down some large parking lots here to have even more parking spaces. I just want to see if this idea works. It shouldn't take too long to construct, hopefully. Another fire in our cement plant, or cement storage. It's November now. It's gonna start snowing soon. Some of these do have construction materials in them and could be built. I guess we are going to try. Send workers to all of these. It will start snowing soon. Maybe not here. Maybe we can get those built. If not, we might have to cancel all of these and wait until spring next year. No road clearing services means that travel distances are going to be too long if the road is not open. This is not correct. This is not correct with this road. Sorry. This was supposed to be a road here that turns around and then goes into another road that then splits up. But how's that going to work? Can't really make sharp turns here. I guess we could have a T-junction here to move them down. So they all will have the T-junction on that end, because that one's definitely going to be final. And then this road splits them up between left and right. Or wherever that road goes. Maybe it lines up with here. This will have to be rebuilt, I guess. So all of them move into this road, they will all travel the same way, and then they can split up, so they shouldn't try to turn into different directions. And this side road only exists to make sure this is a one-way road. I think this might work. Build it, of course. Snow has started in the meantime, so we'll go to the construction office and unassign all the tasks here, because they are not going to get here fast enough. But we should be sure that when the snow melts, all of the resources should be present, at least for the first construction phase. And then we can have fuel, building materials, and construction offices ready to go. And they will then set up fuel, bitumen and asphalt plant plus concrete plant. Then we have all of the construction materials on site. So travel will be relatively fast. And then we can go and get ready to set up a residential building with all of the necessities. And a tram line, apparently. Because this area was supposed to have a tram line. And we will carry some trams here by truck, I guess. I'm not gonna set up an electrified railway all the way there. At least not right now. The standard trams are gonna be fine. Still need excavators to plan all that out. Can't do that right now. Looks like they're sending workers here. Heating plant is running at a very high efficiency or capacity. Population is constantly growing. Some of these residential buildings are almost full. These ones are mostly full. This one is back to almost completely filled. 37 more workers, or well, 42. And then these ones will fill up. This one might fill up again. And then we might start having 21-year-olds without their own flat. And that's when we would be ready to supply them to a building that might be not that well situated. And we could start building one of these residential buildings and accepting workers. Even without heating, which would be kind of mean. A heating plant is also kind of needed. Heating plant behind the commercial district, away from the residential area. All of this is going to be residential, then heating plant could be over here. Water and sewage, I don't know yet. I don't actually know. I mean, we could lay a water pipe all the way here. So it would be ridiculous. Or we can just have some small water purification on site with some chemicals delivered into the warehouse. And that would also be enough. The road cranes already drove here, which is nice. Should have more than those. But yeah, they'll start driving. The rest of them will start driving next year in February. During the time we wait, we can mess around with the parking area and see if that one might work some way. Would be interesting. So this can extend out with more parking space. The only issue is that at some point there is the heat exchanger here in the way. But if the concept works, that generates less traffic, or less traffic problems, because all of them are going to be fed out the same road and then split up here into left and right turns, and then merging here into an existing system and merging over here into an existing system. That would be fine. They could loop back over here into their own area if they want to, or if they want to go to the oil refinery, they can do that from here as well. Still waiting on asphalt. Seems to be on its way now. Yeah, this is basically a test. This looks like I recently played Factorio, for people who know that game. It's also a lot about automation and setting up supply chains, but it's way more precise. This looks like a smelting line basically, where you have some smelters and then conveyor belts transporting resources on either end. That's kind of where I maybe got that idea, I guess. Yeah, once this road is done, we can hook up the individual parking lots from up here. They can start building those roads, and then the parking lots as well. This doesn't need to be asphalt, it could be dirt basically, but that wouldn't look that nice. With the reduction in parking lot capabilities, maybe fewer people from Roboduma might be able to go into town. So we might see a decrease in the amount of people living here. 500 people is not bad. I also played the train game that I was talking about a little bit last episode. I don't think that makes a good streaming game because I am way over my head in that game. And the key bindings weren't set up well for me because I was muting and unmuting myself all the time. So that episode is not available anymore. But maybe in the future. Multiplayer interests me. It's basically like Euro Truck Simulator with a lot of people on a rail network. Some people driving trains and some people managing the trains and handling dispatch, as in where trains are allowed to go. Some workers on the bus platform are necessary because road construction of very short roads will require that. I have to upgrade the dump trucks at some point, but I think buying 12 dump trucks right now would be a little bit too expensive. We are exporting electricity, right? Yeah, I think so. Pollution next to the power plant is okay. Pollution into town down here is a little bit high. Is that because of the road? Or am I missing another thing? City Hall on fire, sure. I definitely do not have sewage outflow in the middle of nowhere. And that is actually affecting the residences here. It might just be road traffic. This is definitely the heating plant, and that is definitely affecting the prisoners. Even the TV station has pollution issues. I'm a little bit confused about that. Can't change it. Okay, first road almost done. Don't you do that to me? Okay. Looks like that intersection is not happy with. But we'll figure that out at some point. Maybe like that. Maybe with the snapping it will work. Yes, it does. Okay. So we have a bunch of short roads that need construction now. And then the exit. If this works, that's going to be some newfound knowledge for future parking areas. Where all of this nonsense, where they all gather together into one intersection to then leave, could be changed into like a fine stream of cars that then split up to where they want to go. Because we have cars that come in here and want to enter this way, and then cars leaving out here, and that doubles the amount of vehicles on this road. Yes, that also means we need more roads. But if it means less traffic issues, I'm all for it. We probably relocate these Maybe not these first, maybe we have to see walking distances first. We can reach up here, so we could have this area designed in a similar fashion. Maybe move the electric substation. Or incorporate it. Just have one space be the electric substation and that's it. No parking lot for that area. That's probably going to work. The year comes to a close. Resources are still being delivered. Some of these construction sites still have the groundworks to be done, but they did get assigned a little bit late. Like that one. Excavator should be on its way. And then building the gas station on top shouldn't be that difficult. So yeah, I would say we are definitely going to get construction offices operational next year. And we're out of money. We're also going to get resource deliveries here as soon as we do have some money. Maybe we are going to relocate our existing machinery down there. Or half of them. Okay, we used up a lot of money. Probably imported a bunch of steel again. Last year, 300,000 for steel, 200,000 for food, clothing, electronics. Yeah, those things are getting expensive. But I don't want to produce them. I want to solve everything with fuel. Looks like we're exporting some right now. Did you assign yourself to these? Yes, you did. Okay. So you should be bringing workers to all of these roads in time. We have to wait about a month before we send out the workers to build these things. And then hope that we have enough resources to finish all of them. Iron ore is cheap. Can't really make use of that. I guess I could get a storage site and import a bunch and then sell it when it gets more expensive again. Oh, I'm interested. I want to see these parking lots. If this works, then in the future the large parking lots with only one entrance are going to be special case. If we only want one of them, it's going to be okay. And the optimized traffic only has really the small ones that have a road access, like these. They can hold 10 cars versus the medium ones that can hold 16. So I guess these ones could also be a thing, maybe. I don't know why you need 10 cars traffic optimized vehicle access though. Seems a bit ridiculous for that few cars, but I don't know. There might be a reason for that. making a bit of money from electricity. Right now we're exporting... Oh, we're making that money from electricity actually. Okay. It feels like way more than I thought we would make. That's not bad. If we had this sufficient number of workers at all times in the power plant, we could boost that. If we didn't care about pollution that much. But I think maybe this rate is the most that I want to run it at. So it's not going to be a thing. One more month, then it's February 15th, and snow should start melting. Will we finish the parking lots until then? I sure hope so. But probably not. Yeah, we would have footpaths reaching up into this road, so they don't have to walk through here, and then they can walk along the asphalt road to get into these parking lots. Pipes also need construction. Oh, one of them does. These will all work without electricity. The only one that does need electricity is the gas station to allow them to refuel. We're not going to use the internal gas storage. Or fuel storage, I guess. I guess the fuel unloading, this thing might need electricity as well. We can start bringing some fuel by truck at first, so we don't overfill this with fuel. Yeah. Need one more car to finish pouring the asphalt, and then 3 or 4 cars to lay down the asphalt. at 50% capacity for the TV station. So loyalty should be quite high. Some of them are not as loyal as they could be. Also, secret police, please do your thing again. Prevent any disloyal people from going into workplaces where they shouldn't be. As long as I can mouse over and highlight the road, it's not done building yet. These ones are done. Some of these cars are actually using the temporary dirt road to get over here. And I guess into the tunnel? Yes. Well, one of them. I think they're still building the train stuff, are they not? No, they're stuck here. They've been stuck here since a while. Just didn't get messages at all. At the same time, well, maybe we had two trains. No, we only had one train trying to build these. Alright, anyway, carry on. February has started, 10 or so more days till we're ready. And one more construction task to reach the customs house. Okay, we got roads finished now. A lot of people trying to go into these construction sites, so let's put a pin in that. Make sure that doesn't happen. And then also that the lower road is now done, we can also attach this here. Get these started. Then this road will turn into a one-way road. I guess this piece itself would be sufficient if we remove the dirt roads. And then they spread out here. We'll see if all of that works, and if it doesn't, well, we can always rebulldoze it. Parking lots, thankfully, are not that expensive, minus maybe the electronic... the electronic components are also a minuscule part of it. But yeah, if that works, the same thing will happen up here. It's gonna be a bit annoying having people walk over here, but if we make some footpath tunnels, then that's also not gonna be a problem. The footpath exit could be right next to the transformer. You waiting is okay. We need to finish the crossing. That one. We need to finish the last one. Yes. And when that is done, we can turn all of this into a regular rail track with proper signals. And that will allow a lot of trains to move at the same time. And in our case, it will mean that the construction trains can all move at the same time. So not as urgent, but we should get less messages about trains being stuck in places where they can't move. Yes, these rail lines are not important. This rail line to the unloading platform is. You're almost done. Excellent. Chain here. Regular signal here. I will get the signals in place. And I hope they didn't make a mistake, because this is going to be a bunch of signals. There we go. All signaled up. And regular construction can now resume from this area, so we don't have to wait all the way over there until some space frees up here. I have not reached the customs house yet. There's a tiny bit of space still missing. I showed that earlier. I thought it was on its way here, and it is. It's taking its time. One parking lot almost done. This one, groundworks. 4 work days, a little bit of steel, a little bit of electronic components, and we have our first parking lot that will not be operational yet. So let's make sure. Oh god, I built this wrong. I do not have enough space for traffic signs here. Well, then we can't forbid them from using that already. That's fine. 21st of February and the snow hasn't started melting yet. It's taking a bit longer this year. Oh, there we go. Alright. Construction office workers, do your thing. I guess the distribution office could also be the one pulling the fuel here. But no, I think I'll use the large distribution office next to the oil refinery to bring the fuel. This distribution office is for local distribution only. Oh yeah, and workers here and here also, thank you. Even though this might not work. And that should be okay. They should be able to get down here. with a few minutes to spare on their travel time, I think. We could have a temporary, like, bus platform set up closer to keep them here, and then pick them up from here to drive them down, but no, I think it's okay. And if it isn't, we might have to build a train platform and carry them down there first. Sorry. Tiny amount of steel, and tiny amount of electronic components, all with these large trucks. Sure. Don't really have a road crane, but that should not be the problem to get these built. We have consistent, continuous supply of workers in the area, so should be okay. And the first parking lot is up. And that will attract a bunch of vehicles, I would imagine. Yep. Already heading here. These will be test beds for people to travel from the village into our city. So I will not fill them with the existing vehicles quite yet. Everything is set up here, so we'll just let this run. And go back and check our road to see how many vehicles are going to transport workers now. All of them are on the road. Construction office is completely empty. So they must be traveling towards town. Here they are. Very fuel efficient. On the way back they might have to refuel, but I think this is going to get the construction started. And indeed it is. I hope all of them are in range, but we'll see. Travel time, 1 hour left, so they should also be able to access these areas over here. And yeah. These buildings will finish and we can bring resources here and vehicles to do construction. A bunch of the excavators, for example. But we'll wait until we have the gas station and some fuel in the area. This might finish. Maybe. No, it's not gonna finish. Oh well. Okay, the road over here is set up as it should be. At some point this is going to turn into a one-way road piece. Not allowing any traffic to exit, but yeah, this is functional now. And now I could say that I don't see any traffic issues right now, so it seems to be working fine, but that's maybe a little bit premature. Let's remove these dirt roads. We still have to hook that one up. I'll leave that as a dirt road for now. But yeah, there's not going to be a dirt road here. They should all move through here. That's the plan. And we have a connection to the cargo train platform, which is almost done. It just needs one more car of people to build it. Then we're good. All of this should finish this year, easily. I'm glad that I only use dirt roads in this area. That's much more sensible than trying to lay asphalt in an area where I don't have an asphalt plant. So I need one construction office being a mixture of, I think, excavators and road cranes. One being all the hull trucks, open hull, covered hull. One probably being dumpers and concrete mixers. Then we need some that can pick up workers. Then we have one spare. That is something that I can't think of right now. Maybe a road construction office. More parking lots, very nice. We're already using the road as intended, kinda, since the travel distance over here seems to be longer than just exiting down here. But yeah, if they want to drive back here and then over to the left, then this is shorter than driving down here and over here. So we will have to make a one-way road to prevent that. Or we'll just have to wait on the parking lots to finish, but also not really. We can just put the one-way road in right now. And that will prevent that. How far is our zone? It goes until here. Felt like they were driving faster than 50 over through that intersection, but apparently not. We're running without money for quite a while. And also, if I don't have money, I can't get any foreign workers, I guess. Let's maybe sell a few old wagons. Tanker cars are, like, if we have 2 of them, that's probably going to be okay. I want another one at some point, but yeah, let's sell some of these to make a bit of money. And that should be good enough. For now. Keep the flow of manpower going towards Padonin and get the construction set up. Yeah, construction has stopped. This is so far away. A rail line with domestic workers would be really, really useful right now. We had a passenger platform where we dropped like maybe 50 or 100 people and picked them up for domestic, well, for working in general. Could have another siding, could make that happen. Could also offload them into this area. Have a rail line come down here and a rail platform Somewhere in this area next to tram stop. Doesn't need to be a large platform, a small one would be enough. Do I want that? Kinda. I probably need a gas station for the trains. Otherwise they might get stuck here somewhere. Hard to see. Passenger trains. With a refueling platform siding here, where they can exit, and we can connect it to the fuel unloading platform, I guess. That's probably going to work eventually. Okay, we got a connection to the customs house. Nothing more is needed right now. We can enter and we can leave. So that's fine. I do need to get the rail construction to build the passenger platform rail line. That is going to become a thing. I can't travel that far with a vehicle, unfortunately, so we'll have to do something. Okay, just electronic components missing for this. None on the way right now, except for here. Don't have many covered hull trucks. Only 2. Okay, now things are slowly starting to back up a little bit, because they're having trouble entering the roundabout area, but it's not too bad. At least not yet. Train platform is done. First open storage is nearly completed. Still need more mechanical components over here. Need a bunch of workers for that one. Yeah, travel times are quite far. As soon as we have a construction office in the area and maybe people getting unloaded into this platform, things will improve, but I don't see that happening anytime soon, especially since I planned all of this out with asphalt roads. We do need local workers if we want to have an asphalt plant. So we have 3 open storages. One of them is going to be dedicated steel. One of them is going to be prefab panels, and then the other one will be shared brick and board. The other resources like wood, uranium oxide and aluminium we don't need. Our dump trucks are all idling. It's time to upgrade you all to faster vehicles. It was expensive, but I think it's going to be okay and worth it. Probably not, but it's going to be faster at some point. I should also probably buy another covered hull truck. Sell one of the open hull ones, maybe? No. What if I stored some electronic components and mechanical components in here? That isn't really the intention of this warehouse. But I could have another warehouse. Could have a warehouse with construction materials right here. You're stuck. But as soon as the construction site finishes, you'll be free. There we go. All of these will be set to only prefer university education, not make it exclusive. That will matter once I start moving vehicles in here, not right now. If I start delivering resources here right now, it's going to be costly. Trying to fill this up with 30 steel, 100 tons of steel would be a lot of money. Oh yeah, I can remove the dirt roads now. Autosave while I'll click. Nothing bad happened. Get rid of that. Anything left here? Don't think so. And the last parking lot is up as well. So now this will be turned into a one-way road, and they can only move through one way. And I hope this will reduce the amount of traffic issues we see in the area. And if we do, these cars will be relocated into these parking lots, this will be torn down, and this will be recreated up here as well. We're nearing 15,000 people, almost back to where we were. Prisoners working in the oil refinery. That's what it should be. This road segment can probably be removed. I only needed that to build this road before building this one. Looks good. We'll try, see if it works. Turn this one up here, do the same thing. Check walking distances. Definitely have to add the footpath here. Oh, yes, that is not going to be a thing. Maybe I can add a footpath to this end. That's unfortunate. Right. I might have to remove one of these and then get a footpath going through there. Or alternatively I just have a tunnel. But I can't really hook up a tunnel here. Yeah, the walking access is not ideal yet, because it doesn't work. Come on. Take all the parking lot spaces. One more. There we go. Now the parking lot is empty. Yeah, we'll probably remove this parking lot and make this the footpath area. Which will work nicely with the existing substation blocking the parking lots in the upper area. No large parking lots, medium ones please. And we do need another road here. Yeah. That'll be the plan. This will be removed again. Otherwise, it looks pretty good. One more. And it's empty. Yeah, something like this. Overpass into... Let's see if we can... This will be blocked by another parking lot, I think, so... We can place a parking lot here. But can we get a footpath out of here? No, we cannot. At least not with the snapping, like if I twist it a little bit it will work, or if I just don't snap it, that would also be okay. We still have the road to the electric substation, I guess, but only if we want firefighting capabilities. Don't do that. I'll redo this road, so we build it in one piece. We'll figure something out with the footpath. Could also just be a ground like crossing over all these roads. Doesn't have to be anything special. Could just walk along here. Well, some way, and then still have the road access to the electric substation. We're out of money again. Because of course. Steel prefab panels. Should probably get some money, otherwise construction is not going to progress. There's some money, don't have to do a thing. I could export some cement. I still think this is not going to make me any money, and I will start importing coal and gravel again, and it will be a net loss. Yeah, probably shouldn't do that. Then again, it is the same as importing oil and turning it into fuel and bitumen. It's a lot of gravel. If we were making our own gravel, I would probably do that. And we're close to that. Not quite, but we're getting close. Okay. Let's relocate the vehicles out of this parking lot. And flatten it. And then this will be the footpath area. Nothing special here. Just direct footpath access. For the residential buildings. Put some trees here. Make those parking lots a little bit more attractive because of parking in the shade. We need the upper area to put the exit road in. But with this one, it's going to be different. I just realized, because we can't connect this here, otherwise we have a loop where this area would receive more traffic. This one has to exit. Theoretically they should enter up here and then leave down here, but that's going to create more traffic on this end. I guess I will just have to hope that it doesn't create too much traffic in this area. That's not really a very good plan, is it? I guess these ones can only leave into this area, so they will only be able to exit and not go back directly into the roundabout for now, until I maybe think of something, a bridge or I don't know. Well, we don't have any money, so it will only be thinking for now. We still owe 1.4 million. I'll take out another loan. Interest went down. Not going to do 2, let's do 1. This is going to decrease quite quickly because of the outstanding payments. Oh, taking out loans to repay other loans. It might be time to start delivering resources. No, we have to wait until the last open storage is set up, otherwise they are going to bring anything here. And that's not going to be good. But at least we have foreign manpower again driving to the construction tasks. You are stuck because you can't get out of here. Sure. There you go. For now. Yeah, maybe going back into the roundabout wouldn't be that bad anyway. I don't know. We'll see. We can hook it up with the dirt road and see what happens. This is an exit only, no traffic going that way, thank you. I guess this gives us a lot of area to put down trees. Not complaining. Pause that road, that one, and pause that one. Guess. No, it needs to be asphalt road, otherwise they're not gonna get there in time, I don't think. Stop bringing workers to the construction site that is lacking construction materials. Whatever. I don't think these can catch fire, can they? Oh, oil is cheap. I forgot to read it completely again, but let's see the oil price this year. It's trending down. Seems like the time to do an import. We do have room. Pause. I guess I don't have any cars, or I don't have many cars. So we'll buy 2 more tank cars. Run the delivery route to the train distribution office. And of course you have to refuel first. We'll sell you like, yeah, just sell you. Oil is still trending down slowly. A tiny bit. There it is. Price spike. Hurry up, train. We need to make a purchase. Okay. Once these cars are unloaded. Our storage for loading oil will be set to 100. And that will trigger a purchase. 720 tons. If you say so. Oil is cheap. That's so cheap. Tricky to hook this up. No. Saving while I'm trying to build. will be good enough. If we want to have more parking lots here, but this footpath is not really necessary. And if we don't, then we can still remove it. Maybe some greenery in all areas would make things a little bit less desolate. Can't overdo it though. I might start thinking and leaving for even greener areas. We have construction offices. Now the source for workers is going to be tricky because that's not going to exist for a while. Then we have our mechanisms. We will relocate some of the excavators that we have spare. I think I'll just relocate one of these construction offices wholesale. Yes, the excavators will be very slow to drive down there, but I can't be bothered. So that will be the mechanisms. In this case, just excavators. No road cranes. Haven't seen any traffic issues here yet. And I think parking capacity wise, maybe not as close to what we had before, with way more large parking lots, but it shouldn't be too far off, right? 16 each versus 28. 12 less. Almost 50% less. And it requires way more space for the tarmac. But if it works, we'll continue using it, I guess. How's the price for oil? It's going back up. That dip went even lower than when I bought it. Oh well. It's still not fully recovered. All the trucks are here. We have to get domestic workers set up. We have to get this train platform running. I don't know if we can transport people there quick enough, but I have to try. And if it can't be domestic workers, we can deliver trains full of foreign workers without having to rely on cars. That means we need a domestic rail platform. And that's what this rail line was initially intended for. But where to build it? Haven't really left a lot of space here, have I? I guess if it went into the middle of the roundabout, that could be a thing, and then tunneled through. Get rid of the parking lots probably. I don't know if this is going to be long enough for a tunnel, but I think it might. Oh, we have to start with a little bit of normal train track. This is only going to be a single rail line, not a double track. Looks like that won't do. At least not in the current configuration. Alright, you're drawing way too many workers again. Because of course you are. Let's get rid of these ones. It reduces the parking opportunities in this area by quite a bit. Okay. Citizens train platform. Of course. Really? That one would be fine if we go super deep underground. 3,800 workdays just to do 140 meters. I guess the tunnel is being handled by a tunnel boring machine that we have to buy. Doesn't all look that appealing actually. No, that does not seem that great. We had it in here. I don't think we would have enough distance to get underground either. I have to think about a train connection somehow. And it's going to take some time to get built. As soon as this warehouse finishes, the distribution office is gonna go mental, so we'll probably unassign it for now. Get one more food delivery and then we get a warning if anything goes out of stock. Hopefully I won't forget. But yeah, that's going to be it for now. Thank you very much for watching. Next time we have to see if we can actually hook up a train to our residential area. Walking distances are quite good. This area, maybe we could just tear up some of these parking lots and hook it up here. We wouldn't get any of these workers, but we would get these ones. And we don't need many, we just need some. Yeah. Maybe this whole mess can be cleaned up and rebuilt. And we only leave those ones. We'll see. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good rest to your Thursday/Friday. I will be back at some point. Until then, maybe I'll see you next time.